Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. What is this? What do we have going on here? Hey, this is not the full review I've been promising you for the Full Care Gemini. No, that video is almost done. We recorded it, got a little more editing and stuff to do, so that's not coming to you just yet. But look what I did. I've already started modifying it. Check out this big honking chair, huh? Chair, seat, saddle. Look at this thing. This thing is massive. I tell you what, I saw this online over at 630.com, and I said, man, I got to try this thing out. This thing is massive. It's huge, huge, huge. And so I purchased it. And I'll tell you what, it looks a little strange, right? Some might say it looks a little stupid. You tell me what you think. Yeah, but I like it. I like it a lot because this is a huge honking saddle. I mean, this is a lot bigger than the Blue Wind saddle, and I'll show you a comparison in just a moment. But this thing is a lot wider. It's almost the same distance from back to front of the horn here as the Blue Wind saddle that I like, but it's a lot wider. It's still, I don't know, it's pretty soft. It's firm, but it's that extra width that gives you the comfort because it just supports your rear end so much more. And look at this thing. Look at this backrest. This thing is massive. This is like a kitchen chair backrest or something. It's huge. And it adds comfort. It does. Back here you can see, if you are familiar with this style of seat with the this type of backrest, you know, it's got the same mechanism back here to tighten it up. And you can slide it up and down just a little bit of room there to play with. It does not, however, slide back and forth. And I wished it did. Doggone it, because this backrest is so close to the back of the seat here. There needs to be just a little more space in between there, in my opinion. But hey, underneath, it looks the same. It connects just like any other saddle does to your seat post. If you see, I already added a suspension seat post to it. But yeah, I'm telling you what, it's pretty nice, and I like it. So I'm going to go for a quick little spin and talk about it some more. And then I'm going to pull out the Blue Wind saddle and do a comparison for you. So here we go. All right, I tell you what, it adds a suspension seat post and a nice saddle adds so much to your ride. If you're still riding around on a bike that has the original stock saddle on it, you know those saddles are usually cheap. They're really uncomfortable. They hurt your bum after just a couple of miles, and it is so worth getting a more of a premium saddle on here for not a lot more money, you know. So for a small investment, you can add to the comfort of your ride. You'll enjoy your ride. You'll want to get out and ride more because you're not hurting. I'm not going to go far. I just wanted to ride around here for a quick second. Let you know. So as I mentioned, the backrest sits a little close to the seat. It makes you feel like you're pushing towards the front of the seat just a little bit. You know, if you're a bigger person like I am, or if you're someone who has a spare tire around the middle, you're going to notice that because you won't be able to sit on the saddle as well, because it's going to push you forward a little bit because there's not enough space on the backside. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is, if the backrest was a little further away, that spare tire that you're carrying might have a little more room, and you'll be able to sit more squarely on the saddle, is what I'm saying. But despite the fact that I have a little spare tire and I'm a bigger guy, this still works fine. You know, I'm a little closer to the front, but I don't feel like I'm falling off the saddle or anything because the saddle is just so much bigger. It just supports me so much better. And I tell you what, it's nice having that backrest there. It's nice having that support. It's just, you know, it adds to your confidence level if you're someone who is a little unsteady or a little unsure, a little nervous about riding your bike. Having something there like that, it's kind of like just having a friend's hand on your back saying, you know, it's okay, I got you. So it kind of gives you that sense of security there because you feel it, and you don't feel like you're going to fall off or anything on the back because it's there. So it really helps out a lot. And I tell you what, 630, they hit it out of the park. Well, almost out of the park. If they just made an adjustment so the backrest was a little further away, man, this would be just amazing. And I tell you what, let's face it, it doesn't look bad, right? Let's stop right here real quick. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. It adds to the bike. It's a nice style. Get out of the shadow here, Richard. It's a nice little style. I mean, yeah, it's different. Most people are going to see that and say, man, what has that got going on there? But once you ride on it, you're going to be like, why didn't someone think of this a lot sooner? Yeah, exactly. And I think it looks good on this bike. So honestly, I'm probably going to keep this one on this bike. Let's go over here and compare it with the Blue Wind saddle. All right, guys, so here is your typical stock saddle. This is what comes with a lot of bikes. And I'm just going to put this up here for comparison. I mean, you can see how this one is. Do it that way. It's almost the same length this way, just a little bit shorter. But oh my goodness, look how much wider it is. This thing is just, the 630 saddle, it dwarfs it, right? So that's a typical stock saddle. Now here's the Blue Wind saddle. It's my favorite saddle I put on all my bikes. This particular version happens to be one with the backrest. So I thought, okay, we'll compare that one too. So first of all, we'll set it right here beside each other. And you can see the width, this 630 saddle is just a little bit wider, or longer, I guess. Yeah, longer. And then when you look this way, you can see a huge difference in the backrest. I mean, just massive, massive, massive. But then when you take this saddle, let's see if I can set it up here somehow so you can see the bottom parts there. There you go. That's a little bit better. You can see how much bigger the 630 saddle is, right? Compared to this one right here. It's just so much wider by like 3 inches at least. So, and there's again that backrest. You can see it. I know it's black on black, but it dwarfs it. Just crazy big. Crazy, crazy big. But oh, so comfortable. So hey, if you're thinking about upgrading your saddle, consider upgrading to something like this that has this bigger backrest, because it sure does add a lot to the bike. It sure does add a lot to the ride. And who wouldn't want to be comfortable when you're out riding around on your bike, huh? Guys, that's going to be it for this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below with any questions you have. And I will see you in another video soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.